Oh, dude. All right. Let's fucking do this. How does everything look? Got this fucking thing making weird noises again. Lovely. And I'm sniffling. All right. It looks like everything is good to go. Got the sniffles and the fucking squeaks. And yeah, welcome to another episode of, God damn it, The Pupil's Life. Another episode of The Pupil's Life. My name is Nicholas Gomez. You probably know that already. If you're tuning in for the first time, that's awesome. You're about to hear the inner workings of a 24, almost 25-year-old, half Hispanic, half white male. And I say it in that order because I like the way that white male rings off the tongue. Slides off the tongue. What is that fucking? Rolls off the tongue. Yeah, man. You're probably going to think that I have coronavirus by the end of this podcast because you'll know. And not much, man. If that's your first time here, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. This is The Pupil's Life. Sometimes you learn from smart people, and sometimes you learn from me. Dude, I'm already going to cross my arms. Like, people are going to fucking immediately just be like, fuck, dude, if he doesn't even want to be here, why am I here, you know? No, dude, what's up? What's going on? It's a disorienting time for me, if I'm being honest. Like, I've got no job. I mean, I've got like a job coming up, but like I haven't started it and I haven't had a job for a while. But I've been doing things here and there. You know, I've been productive and then I've been like lazy for periods of time. Soccer's back. I've been watching a lot of soccer. And it's summer, you know? Favorite time of the year. But I'm the kind of person that's always like, fuck, dude, summer's running out. You know, like summer's almost over. I'm that kid. And I'm that kid that people are, you know, we're up by 10. And I'm the kid that's like, fuck, dude. They're getting close, you know? But not disorienting, just in the sense that, you know, there's nothing to tether yourself to. There's no false sense of fucking protection or security that I can tether my fucking limbs to and be like, all right, I've got a 9 to 5 now. Everything seems to be okay. I've got a job. All right, my life is not in shambles. It's like, dude, no, I don't have a job, but that also means that I get to do whatever the fuck I want, you know? And that's a blessing and a curse. Because if you've ever been in a spot where you don't have to do anything but whatever the fuck you want, it's almost like you wake up some days and you're just like, fuck, dude, like, all right, man, another day, another day, another something, right? You can't even think of what. You're just like, fuck it, another day, man. And then sometimes you wake up and you're like, fuck, dude, I gotta do so much shit. Like, I've got so many ideas, and then sometimes I wake up and I'm like, you know what? Today's gonna be a day for me. And I just go for a walk, maybe go to the park, go swimming for a little bit. And those are my favorite days. Tomorrow is gonna be one of those days. Sunday, you know, I'm recording this on a Saturday. Fucking spoiler alert. And Sundays, yeah, man, I'm gonna go swimming with a couple buddies, and then maybe go drink some beers at the park or something. And those are my favorite days because they remind me of why I love the city that I'm in, you know, why I love Austin. Fucking Joe Rogan is moving to Austin, Texas, you know, it's like Dude, I called that shit fucking 6 years ago. Not him moving here, but just like, you know, whenever I'm feeling down on myself, whenever I'm feeling really down on myself, that's what I think about is like, dude, I had the intuition 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I don't even know if it's 5 or 6 that I've been here, but regardless, I had the intuition back then. I don't even think the word that I'm trying to say is intuition, but that's all I can think of right now. On cue. If you're new here, I sneeze a lot, so that's a thing. But dude, I had like here it comes. Something inside of me at 19 was like, you should move to Austin. Right? I didn't know anybody here. I didn't fucking have a job. I have a house. I was just like, dude, you should move to Austin. And so, you know, I don't know. I got to jump on that. Now Joe Rogan's moving here. You know, this is gonna become. I mean, it already is, but it's gonna become just a bigger and bigger hub, and it's gonna, you know, god damn it, dude, fucking gross. I know it's gonna draw in people, and it's also gonna draw people away, or it's gonna drive people away, because people are like, this is becoming fucking LA, right? And it's like, no, what this is becoming, dude, is everybody that is in LA that has some amount of sanity left moving here because they realize, all right, LA is fucking crazy. Dude, Austin, it's just, yeah. People want to fucking label things just so that they can feel like justified. You know, it's like, if I tell myself that this is becoming LA, then that gives me a reason to not want to live here anymore. Instead of, you know, fucking bust your ass, dude, and start making the rent that you have to pay now, you know? Things change, dude. Rent goes up, rent goes down, fucking prices fluctuate, you know? That's life. And yet, I'm fucking unemployed, dude. Been unemployed for over a month now. And I'm here, dude. So, you know, if I had a fucking car, dude, if I had a fucking 2010 or up car, it'd be over, man. There'd be no competition. There would be no competition. I would just fucking Uber 6-7 hours a day, 5 days a week, maybe 6 when I'm feeling like extra motivated. And I would be off to the races, man. You know, like fucking listening to music. I would be like the best Uber driver. Not only because I know how to fucking drive and I've never been in an accident in 7 years almost. More, because I started at 16, so like really like 9 years, dude. Not only have I not been in an accident that I caused, right? I've been hit by fucking idiots. I've been in accidents that other people caused. My brother. But not only have I not caused an accident myself, I would have fucking, you know, like Topo Chicos, dude, fucking a little, I don't know, dude. I would have like some snacks. I would have some like music playing. Maybe not the best driver, right? Because I've seen some drivers that have like TVs on the fucking headrest of the front seat for the people in the back. And it's like, play this game and you could win $10,000. And it's like just one of those like passing the time games. But I don't know, dude. I feel like I would just be like, I would be the Uber driver that you got and that you were like, damn, that guy was interesting. And then you kind of like, you go to your phone to like see if you can find out more about me. And you just, all you can see is my picture, right? Just, And I'd be the Uber driver that women get into, not into, not get into, but like into his car. And when they leave, instead of being like, he was creepy, they're like, I wonder if you would want to go out with me. You know, like, just fucking, I don't know, dude. I like driving. You know, I drove to fucking Illinois 15 hours, dude. On the way back, I was like, give me a chance, Chris. Chris was my buddy that I was with. And I just drove, dude, fucking 8-9 hours straight. I'm one of those guys, dude. I'm like the fucking character in a novel that, you know, is like a getaway driver. Dude, if I could be a getaway driver, I would sign up fucking right now. You know, like if you were on Craigslist and it was like gigs and it was fucking getaway driver, dude, needed weekends only, I'd be like, dude, fucking sign me up, man. Weekend getaway driver. Pay cash. Fucking $500 a day. I'd be like, sign me up, man. I don't care if it's illegal, dude. I don't care if it's fucking hurting somebody. I'm just gonna be fucking like listening to music, you know, like Baby Driver or something. I like to think of myself more as like a Ryan Gosling kind of drive. But it could be mixed with Baby Driver. That would be a cool fucking job, man. Being a getaway driver. Being a fucking, like, you know, just like sitting there with my hand on the fucking neutral, like the standard, what's it called, dude? Manual? Yeah, I think it's manual in English. In Spanish, it's standard. And so, like, manual transmission, that's what I'm thinking about. I would just be, because that's what I would drive if I was a getaway driver, dude, just fucking manual transmission. Of course, dude. You can't have an automatic transmission if you're a getaway driver, dude. What, are you just going to be sitting there, dude? Like, fucking, oh, shit, they're here, okay, drive. Like, you got to be, like, fucking hand on the fucking, you can't really see it, right? Hand on the fucking, hand on the manual transmission, other hand on the wheel, and just waiting, dude. Like, you got a fucking clock ticking somewhere. You hear a window fucking, you hear somebody jump out of the window, dude. Fucking go, go, go. You fucking get pulled back, dude, and you fucking, like, you start going. The guy jumps into the car as you drift a cloud of smoke that blinds the guys that are chasing after him. And then you just fucking, you just fucking book it, man. That's all that happens. And you made $500, you know? They say $500 a day. What they mean is $500 for 5 minutes. That's what they fucking mean, dude. So, if anybody knows of a getaway driver position opening up, let me know in the comments section below. No, but dude, I got a lot to talk about this party. Potty? It sounds like I'm saying party, but I'm really trying to say like the diminutive of podcast. Pod-E. Fucking, dude, I gotta have like a studio or something, you know? I'm sitting here against the fucking wall in my bedroom, just like dude, I got the camera rigged up on a fucking box that I've packed my shit into because I'm moving. Because my brother sold our fucking kitchen table, dude. And I was using one of the chairs from the kitchen table to prop the fucking camera on. And now I've got to prop it up on a fucking box, dude, that I packed myself. That's got fucking shoes and jackets and socks in it. You know? And, And I'm back on that grind, dude, because my brother's back home. So I gotta find those pockets of time where he's away when I can record this shit. Because otherwise it's gonna be like fucking woo, woo, and just fucking like fucking like a blender, you know. This is my quiet time. I gotta fucking learn to frame the fucking thing right so that like my hands show up, you know. I got a lot to do, and I just don't know that I can do it. Okay. Fucking dude, my therapist told me that he's breaking up with me, you know? Fucking I'm getting it from all angles here, all right, man? I'm getting it from fucking all angles. Yeah, man, fucking that's my default, in case you didn't notice yet. It's like, yeah, man, fucking that buys me like 10 seconds of time. But yeah, my therapist, dude, I had therapy today, and I was like, dude, I don't really know what I'm gonna talk about today. And then he was like, oh, I know what I'm gonna talk about. I know what I'm gonna fucking talk about, dude. You know what I'm gonna talk about? Let me sneeze first. Thank God there's nobody in here, dude, because that would have been a fucking COVID spray, dude. They should make that. You know, afraid of COVID? Here you go. Now I know I've got it. Watch me get canceled in like 10 years because I was insensitive to COVID victims during the pandy. What was I saying, dude? Fuck, my neck hurts, dude. My whole body's just fucking like, dude, give me a break. We slept for fucking 11 hours, dude. I already gave you a break. All right? Start fucking functioning properly. How about that, goddammit? I'm fucking 6'3", dude, and this is what I get? People that say, like, I wish I was taller, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, man. You know? Rejoice in your fucking 5'5", because you got a lot less to deal with, all right? Sure, dude, I could reach the fucking shelf and grab that plate that you think was missing, but that's been there for like 2 years. But I also got lower back pain at concerts and fucking shoulder and neck pain just sporadically, dude, and throughout my life because I'm fucking tall and I don't stretch, maybe. Right? You're tall privileged. That's what's fucking next, dude. You're tall privileged. You know, like... Did I choose to be fucking tall, dude? Now you're shaming me because of my height? God damn it. Fucking feel like I'm being surrounded by SWAT right now, dude. There's so many things around me, dude. There's just such a tight fucking space that I've built for myself, you know? God damn, and I keep looking fucking right and left, like trying to make myself throw up or something, dude. Fuck. Every time I sit down to do this podcast, I'm like, all right, dude, today, tone it down just like this much. Just tone it down like this much, dude. And every time I sit down, dude, I just start to go fucking crazy. I don't know. You put a microphone and a camera in front of somebody, and they'll start doing shit that you didn't know that they could do. Right? But yeah, dude, my therapist, he didn't break up with me. That's like a fucking... I'm making a joke, right? But my therapist told me that 5 months from now, so he's oh fuck, dude, My body's like, oh yeah, dude, sneezing's not enough for you to learn your fucking lesson, dude. Here comes a fucking nuke. Ugh. It burns through my whole insides. My therapist told me that 5 months from today, mark the fucking date. This will be coming out on the 17th. I'm recording it on the 15th. He told me that in 5 months he will be done doing like his time, right? Not like prison time, but like his time at the place that I go to right now to get enough hours. And it's 5 months, dude, but it's also like, fuck. 5 months goes like that, man. You know, I've been sober from weed, dude. I'm not like sober. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, December, because that's when I started, December 2nd. And then fucking August 15th. I've been sober clean from marijuana for 8.5 months. So about half of that time, I may have to say goodbye to my therapist, man. You know? It's fucking hitting me from all angles right now. No fucking job. Fucking... I should wait to do this thing in a few minutes, though, because there's going to be more, dude. There's going to be more. Just wait. There's going to be more. Wait. You just wait. Maybe if I sit upright more. Fucking... Yeah, my therapist said that, and then... What am I even fucking doing here, man? I've got shit to say. I just gotta focus, dude. That's the thing. I got shit to say. I just gotta focus. All right. Yeah. Oh, dude. Fucking... This is episode 52. How could I forget? Episode 52 of the Pupil's Life podcast. That means that I've been doing this. I put one out per week. And yes, I recorded like 4 or 5 of them before I put the first one out. So I've technically been doing it for more than a year, but nobody knows that. So I put one episode out per fucking week. 52 weeks in a year. This is episode 52. So that means I've been doing this for 1 year, dude. Let's just pretend that that's the truth. Like, that's not that that's not true, but let's pretend that that's the whole truth, right? A year ago today, I said to myself, dude, this fucking audiobook that I'm recording, it ain't funny, and I want to be funny. And I was recording my fucking memoir. We all wear masks. Dude, those were some dark days. You know what I'm saying? It was like right before my trip to Mexico City, I think, that I finished recording the audiobook. And fuck, dude. The COVID wants to come out of me. Let me gather my fucking bearings, dude. That was like a demon. Yeah, it was a year ago. It's August. Dude, yeah. So last August. Fuck, that goes fast. Last August, I went to Mexico City. And right before I went to Mexico City, I finished the audiobook. And I had maybe 3 or 4 episodes of The Pupil's Life in the bank. But I didn't know what I was going to call it yet. I didn't know if I was happy with those episodes yet. or how often. I hadn't figured it out, right? I was like, Mexico City will figure this out for me. So I go in August. And I remember, dude, I don't even know if I've ever shared this on the podcast, but because I wrote it in like an upcoming writing thing. I was in a hostel in downtown Mexico City. And I met a bunch of these people, like fucking a guy from Scotland, a guy from Australia, a guy from Korea, a guy from fucking other guys from Mexico, people from New York. And we all partied together for one night. Like the first night that I got to the hostel, maybe like my 7th night in Mexico, was the first night I just fucking really became thirsty and I realized I don't have my water on me. We partied the first night and then we're at this bar, really loud bar that's got like, it's divided in two. One side is playing like fucking Do You Remember? You know, like September, Earth, Wind and Fire, that kind of music. Like disco, I don't know what you call it. And the other side, dude, is like fucking what I imagine that they play at like an underground rave club in fucking London, dude. It's just like people doing this and they're all on drugs. I go to the bathroom because we've been drinking a lot, right? I'm fucking like drunk as fuck. I'm with a bunch of people that I don't know, by the way. None of my friends are with me. I came to the city to visit my friends. None of my friends are with me. And we walk into the fucking place. When we're in the place, we don't fucking walk into the... We're already in the place. I gotta pee, dude. I walk into the bathroom. That's where I walk into. I walk into the bathroom, and there's like a huge dude, like taller than me, dude. I'm 6'3". Taller than me in Mexico, dude. And next to him, sitting on top of the sink, like the fucking where you wash your hands, dude, is a transvestite. Right? And she's like, hey, drogas, mijo, droguita, un poquito de droga para la fiesta, coca, mota, marihuana, lo que quiera. Which basically translates to like, do you party, bro? You know, like that's the equivalent in the US is some fucking bro in the fucking bathroom that's like, yo, you party, bro? I've never experienced that. That's just what I imagine the US, the US equivalent to be. And so I was like, no, thank you, no gracias. Go pee, dude, walk out. But now I know that there are drugs in the bathroom. And I'm a fucking drug addict, you know? Give me a drug, dude, I'll fucking addict myself to it. And so I go up to my buddy from Scotland, whose name I'm not going to mention this time. And I say, you ever done acid, dude? Have you ever done acid? He says, nah, mate, but I've always wanted to my whole fucking life, mate. And also, I'm not going to get his accent right. I tried the whole trip, and he was like, see what you're missing, mate, is fucking... Like, right now I'm doing a British accent, and he was telling me the whole time, like, it's a little bit different. Like, I can't even do it, man. my 6th grade girlfriend was a Scottish girl. So I should know, right? Because I had a girlfriend that was in grade school that was from Scotland. I should know, dude. I'm being insensitive to Scottish people. But he's like, no, dude, I haven't tried acid, but I've always wanted to. And I said, like, well, there's a fucking tranny in the bathroom that's selling acid. And he's like, oh, mate, I don't know, mate. I never done it before. Like, is this the right environment for it and everything? I'm just going to say he's British, dude. Fuck it. British guy. And I've already told this story too. Like, if you're a long time listener, dude, then you fucking heard the story, all right? And you can skip forward 5 or 10 minutes. And so he's like, he says, but I trust you, mate. Like, if I'm gonna do it with anybody, mate, I do it with you. Like, I trust you to take care of me, mate. And I'm like, all right, dude, I'll go buy some. So I go into the fucking thing, and I ask the transvestite, like, all right, do you have LSD? She has, like, I don't have tabs, but I have these gummies that are infused with LSD. And I'm like, fuck it. Just like my addict comes out, I'm like, doesn't fucking toot. Like, you can't even fucking talk. Just like, she gives me the toot. She's like, all right, it'll be this much. And I'm like, MDMA, you know, because I had heard some shit about MDMA. I was curious about it. She's like, oh, MDMA, yeah. Pulls out a fucking pill that could be fucking just powder that came out of her butthole, dude. She's like, here you go. Here's some MDMA. I'll tell you that this is MDMA if you'll give me the money for it. And of course, dude, I'm fucking drunk. I'm throwing money at her. Give me all the drugs, dude. She gives me fucking 2 gummy bears and a little pill this big, dude. She takes like $50, right? So me and my fucking British friend, we take a gummy each. A half hour goes by, dude. We feel nothing. And I'm like pissed off now. I'm like, fuck, dude. I ruined your first acid experience. Like, it's nothing. You're not getting the full effect. He's like, dude. Pulls out a fucking tab. He's like, dude, I got one in the other bathroom. There was another transvestite in the other bathroom. And she sold me an actual tab. We cut it in half, dude. And we fucking share it, right? Like half and half. And maybe like 10 minutes in, I start walking around to all my friends, not my friends, but like the people that I was with. And I'm asking them, like, how's everybody doing? Like, how are you guys? Are you okay? You're like, hey, you okay? You okay? I know that this now apparently means something else in the fucking US that I don't even know what it is. In Mexico, dude, and in my whole life, this means, like, I'm fucking good, dude. Like, scuba diving signals, dude. You can't do this because this means you're going up, dude. You're scuba diving? Oh, you want to fucking go up, dude? Okay, let's go up, dude. You do this. This means you're okay. So I was like, hey, everybody okay? And they're like, they open their fucking mouth and they've got a tab of acid in their own mouth. So all the people that I'm with are on fucking acid already. And I had just finished watching Gaspar Noé's movie Climax. And I was like, dude, fuck this. Fuck this. I'm drunk. And I just took a half tab of acid, dude. What the fuck is wrong with me? It's 2 a.m. I'm drunk. And I just took a tab of acid, dude. At a bar in Mexico City, dude. Who am I? Fucking Jack Kerouac? Dude, like, fucking, you know? Am I trying to fucking die tonight or just have a miserable life? And so I tell my British friend, like, I'm just going to call him Mason, dude. I'm like, hey, Mason, I'm not feeling well, dude. I'm going to go home. You want to come with? I said I would take care of you. Like, do you want to just go back to the hostel? Like, and we'll fucking, like, watch videos and, like, whatever, like, be on acid. And he's like, nah, mate, like, I'm actually feeling quite well. Like, I'm gonna stay here with everybody else, right? But, like, I fucking love you, mate. Just be careful on your way back, right? I call an Uber, go home, dude. The whole point of this story is this. Is that I get to the hostel, I get in my bunk bed, top bunk. Thank God. Get in my fucking top bunk. And then the acid hits me, dude. 3 a.m, dude, at a hostel, a party hostel in Mexico City, drunk, and the acid hits me at 3 a.m. If you've never done acid before, dude, it lasts at least 9 hours. Mexican acid, dude, that shit lasts like 16. dude. That shit lasts, like, until you turn fucking 16, dude. Like, if you take it when you're fucking 6, dude, that shit lasts until you're, like, 16. That's what Mexican acid does. It's how fucking potent that shit is. But while I was on acid, dude, I started listening to, like, I'm freaking out, dude. That's the thing. It's like, I'm on the top bunk bed. I'm freaking out because I'm fucking tired. But now all of a sudden, acid has given me 9 to 16 more hours that I didn't want of awareness and being awake and energy and, like, fucking. So I'm like, all right, make the most of it. Start listening to fucking Tame Impala, dude. Just, like, you know, like, fucking losing my mind, dude. I was depressed because I had just gotten broken up with too, like, not just, but, like, a couple months prior. And I would say that's when I hit rock bottom, dude. Was, like, on that fucking bunk bed. As far as, you know, the last year and a half of my life, I would say that's when rock bottom was just on acid, dude, drunk. But there is a silver lining. And the point to this whole fucking story, which is that that's when I thought of the name of the podcast. I think I was something along the lines of, like, dude, my life is a fucking crazy mess, but I'm learning a lot from it. Like, I'm living the fucking learner's life, dude. And I was like, dude, learner's life. That sounds like a cool name for a podcast. And I was like, learner's life. That's too, like, alliteration kind of shit, you know? And so I was like, what's a synonym for learner? And I was like, pupil, dude. The pupil's life. And I was like, dude, that seemed like the best name in the world. And that's how I thought of the name for my podcast, dude. 52 episodes in now. And it's just wild, dude. It's wild. It's fucking... I'd always wanted to do a podcast, you know? I was just like you. Listening to other people's podcasts and wondering, like, what would I talk about if I had a podcast? And why don't I? You know? And then I would, like, bring my phone out, put the voice recorder, and be like, what if I just, like, pretend that I have a podcast into my cell phone? Like, see what it's like. Press record, dude, immediately start feeling, like, embarrassment and shame, dude, and just, like, fuck it, I'm not meant for the podcasting world. And, you know, you just gotta go one episode at a time. Set some goals, but don't put too many boundaries. I just still don't know what the fuck this is. Had a best-selling author on my podcast, like, 4 episodes ago, right? And then most of the time it's just me talking about fucking drugs and recovery and, like, quitting my job and shit, like, people that I hate at my workplace or dumb shit, you know, making light of politics. But today is the 52nd episode, and I'll be honest, I was thinking last week about taking, like, a little 1 or 2 week break from the podcast because I was like, dude, my life is in shambles again. But then I realized, you know, why do I want to take a break? Oh, my life is in shambles? Oh, you're going to stop doing the podcast? That's going to help? Just to stop doing the podcast is going to make it feel like it's less in shambles? Or is it that I don't want to put in the work because I just had a best-selling author on the podcast, and now I feel like me doing it alone is not enough? You know, I went down that rabbit hole, and I'm not taking a break. At least not yet. Because this is honestly... It's become... Like... I used to look forward to weekends because that's when I could perform improv at a theater with people actually in the audience and other people acting with me. And even though this is a very different format than performing in a theater, this is now what I look forward to on the weekend as far as like some kind of performance art, you know? Because I do express myself a lot through writing, through, you know, making short films or whatever, but like, this is the only sort of spontaneous form that I express myself in. And so yeah. So here's to 52 more episodes. Because, dude, it's awesome. That's the other thing, is that I started and I was like, I don't have a camera, I don't have a microphone. And I was just like, dude, buy a fucking shitty microphone and do it with no camera. Bill Burr's podcast has no video, and it's one of my favorite podcasts. Fucking do that, dude. Don't be a fucking pussy. Like, just stop making excuses for yourself. Like, this was me talking to myself. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect, you know? I fucking made the picture, the logo with the fucking Austin skyline with the pupils. I made that in like an hour. And it was just, you know, I made that myself, dude. I'm not a fucking designer. But it was like, all right, I need a logo, I need a fucking microphone, and that's it. All right, I'm going to start uploading shit. Put it on SoundCloud, put it on YouTube. Now I can put it on iTunes. Now I can put it on Spotify. You know, now I got video, dude. I bought a fucking camera. All right. Now I'm learning how to edit video. You know, it's one step at a time, dude. And I haven't read the actual source, but somebody else quoted this Persian poet, I think, or Turkish poet. Not sure which one of the two it is. Rumi. And he said like something along the lines of, when you walk the path will reveal itself to you. The path won't reveal itself to you before you walk it. You got to walk the path, and then everything else will reveal itself to you. So it's like, you want to do a podcast? Stop trying to figure out how to do a podcast, and just fucking start doing a podcast, and then you'll figure out how to do a podcast. So that's been my biggest learning lesson in these 52 episodes. And it's also just, you know, I remember maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, my stepmom started to do these sort of like vlog videos on Instagram stories, right? Where she would be like exercising or walking to the grocery store on her, like, just, you know, inconsequential shit. But she would be talking into a camera, and like, that was something that she had never done before. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cute and kind of funny and good for her. And then, dude, my sister was like, oh my God, like, have you seen what our stepmom is doing? Like, it's so embarrassing, right? And I was like, and that's why we're not closer than we are, is because that is a reflection of your relationship with everyone. But I deviated. The point being, I had that fear when I started doing this shit of like, I'm not a podcaster, dude. I start putting fucking videos on my Instagram of me doing a podcast. People are going to think I'm fucking crazy. Oh, now he thinks he can do a podcast too? Like, who is this fucking guy? Look at him. What a fucking loser, right? All my fucking own projections to stop me from doing it. And then it's like, you just start doing it and you don't pay attention to that. And then it becomes normal, right? Now it's fucking, oh, dude, here's another fucking Pupil's Life episode that I'm not going to listen to, right? All right? Like, but I'll listen to the snippet because I think it's kind of funny. And yeah, now in my head, it's not like, people aren't looking at me doing it and they're like, this is so embarrassing, right? Like my sister, maybe she still is, dude. I don't fucking care, to be honest. But now my perception of most people who see, whether it's a snippet or this podcast or whatever, is that they're like, dude, this guy's fucking crazy, dude. But it's kind of funny. Or, you know, if it's a snippet person on Instagram, they're probably just like fucking, you know, maybe get a chuckle out of them. If I can get a chuckle, dude, like a little, just a little chuckle, dude, even just a little smile. When I put those snippets, out of every person that watches that, if I could just get like a chuckle or a smile from those people, then I've made it. That's my goal, dude. That's enough, you know. Because now in my head, it's not how embarrassing and how shitty that you want to try something new that might be good for you. Now it's like, you know, like a fucking little chuckle and a smile, dude. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that, dude. 52 episodes in. And hopefully I'll get some more guests in soon. But, damn, this one's flying, dude. What else, man? I ordered some desserts. Dude, this is how my brain works. I'm unemployed. I'm running out of money. And remember, my definition of running out of money, dude, is not that I'm almost out of money, dude, but that my money is depleting and there is no money coming in, right? Or the money that I'm using is more than the money that I'm making. That's what running out of money means. And yet, I fucking see this local dessert place in Austin, and I'm like, $20 for a sampler, dude? Fuck it, you know? Get some fucking desserts in my life. And I wasted my fucking money, dude, because it tasted kind of like garbage. So I'm not going to say the name of the place, but tasted a kind of like garbage, dude. Like, oh, $20 for something I could have made myself for $3, dude? Or like that's a fucking book that I could have bought, you know? Doesn't matter, dude. That's like, I tried something and I failed. All right, it's okay. And I also dude, this is what I wanted to get into. I got a COVID test, my first ever, hopefully my last. Well, not necessarily hopefully. It was kind of a breeze, but yeah, dude, apparently CVS is doing like free COVID tests. And the crazy thing is that I'm thinking about traveling to Mexico to see my dad. I haven't seen him in 2 years plus. But he's got diabetes, so it's like a high risk thing. So I'm like, all right, dude, like, get the fucking test first and then we can decide. So I start searching for where to get the test. And the first place I called was the Fast Med Urgent Care, right next to my place. Like, hey, how much are the COVID tests? Oh, yeah, it's $199. $199, dude, for a COVID test? Are you fucking shitting me? $199, dude? That's like a PS4 and happiness for the rest of my life. So I was like, fuck it. I guess I'm not going to get a test and I'm not going to go to Mexico. And then my brother told me that he got a free COVID test at CVS. And I was like, fuck, dude. Coming in with the fucking, of course, dude. It's got to be my Jew brother, dude. It's got to be my Jew brother that's trying to save money anywhere he fucking can, but's got all the money in the world, you know? Whereas me, dude, I got none of the money in the world, but my brother's got all the money in the world. It's always the people that's got all the money in the world, and dude, it sounds like I'm saying Scott. It's always the people that's got all the money in the world that fucking try to save pennies here and there, right? Because my first thought, dude, when I saw that urgent care was $199, was like, dude, my brother's not gonna pay $199 to get a fucking COVID test, even if it means protecting me from getting COVID, dude. He's just gonna be like, dude, it's been 10 days, like we've been quarantining. But no, dude, of course he fucking found a way, dude. He calls me. He didn't call me. He fucking sent me a picture, dude. He's like, dude, free tests at CVS. I'm like, dude, the people that scat the most money always find a way to spend the less money, the least amount. But obviously, fucking thank God, dude. And so I roll up to CVS, right? It's a drive-in, self-administered COVID test. As if it could get any fucking safer than that. And I roll up, dude. They're like, they give me this fucking bag filled with shit. And they're like, all right, pull the fucking swab out. The swab. I pull it out. There's a glove in there, too. She's like, you can put it on if you want. I'm like, if I want? Like, is this... Can I fucking sneeze into the bag, too, if I want, dude? So I put the fucking glove on, right? And then I put the swab out. And she's like, you're going to put it just an inch into your nose. Turn 3 times and hold it there for 15 seconds. Dude, I put that shit in one nostril. Dude. And fucking spin it, dude. Spin it 3 times. And then I'm holding it, dude. And as I'm holding it, dude, my eyes start to water and I feel a sneeze coming. And I'm like, are you counting, dude, or am I? Like, who's fucking... I don't know how long it's been. Or fucking... I'm supposed to do this and be like, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Dude. And fucking... She should have said, put it in your nose, turn it 3 times, and hold it and count to 15. Hold it for 15 seconds. I'm like, all right, dude. Who's counting, dude? And then, luckily, the sneeze didn't come. But I pull it out, and I'm like, and then she's like, all right, now we're going to do the other nostril. So I'm going to fucking take the COVID out of one nostril, dude, and put it in my other nostril. So I do it, right, spin it again, and this one's worse, dude. I put it in farther accidentally, and so I'm like fucking, and now I do count, right? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and by the time I get to like 10, dude, the sneeze is coming, so I pull that shit out, sneeze, and then she's like, there's a vial in the bag, pull the vial out, open it, but be careful that none of the liquid spills in it. And of course, it's a fucking hard vial to open, dude. So I finally get it open, and as I'm holding it, the liquid, dude, is like perfectly at the tip of the lid, like at the edge. It's like there is no more room for liquid. It's like this vial is full to the fucking brim. And I'm like, you want me to put this swab in there and spill no liquid, dude? Have you taken a physics class? Have you taken a physics class before, ma'am? Because you work at a fucking pharmacy. Shouldn't you have taken a physics class, dude? Am I crazy right now? It's like, dude, here's a full glass of water, full to the brim. I want you to stick your fucking fist in it and none of the water come out. I'm like, all right, dude, here goes nothing. And somehow, I don't know if this was fucking like magic liquid or something, because apparently this is the liquid that's going to tell them about my COVID. But I put it in there and she's like, there's going to be a resistance. You're going to push through the resistance. I'm like, fucking feel the resistance as the water's like almost falling out. Get through to the resistance, puncture a hole in something, and then all the fucking liquid goes down. And I pull the swab out again, and it's dry, dude. I'm like, how the fuck did, Again, dude. Have you taken a physics class? What the fuck? But yes, she's like, we'll send you a voicemail and let you know when your results are ready. But just check your profile every day in case we don't send you the voicemail. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I felt like I got fucking molested, dude. Like, it felt almost like fucking 2 weeks ago when I went on a third date, slept with the girl, and she was like, she fucking starts crying, dude. And I'm like, hey, like, it's okay. She's like, no, I think it's because I actually like you. And I'm like, I like you too. That's dope. I like you too. That's awesome. That fucking never texts me back, dude. Never wants to fucking see me again. Like, that's what it felt like, dude. Getting the COVID test felt like getting fucking molested, dude. Or fucking ghosted is more what I should be saying. Yeah, dude. That's what I'm fucking figuring out is that apparently now I'm like the guy that, I used to be the relationship guy. And now I'm the guy that you fuck when you just got out of a relationship. Apparently, dude. Because that's all I've been fucking running into. Is just, I just got out of a relationship. But, like, I was checked out, like, 5 months ago, so it's okay. And I'm like, fucking psycho, dude? Let's fuck, dude. Like, I'm bringing it on myself. But, yeah, man. I don't know if I got to talk about everything. How much time do I have? 56, dude. Fuck it. I can squeeze one more in. Yeah, dude. I guess my therapist told me he's leaving. And, for somebody that's got abandonment issues like I do, my mom, I mean, yeah, no, I can call it what it is, dude. I didn't see my mom except for like summers from the age of 13 onward, you know? And so that's definitely fucked with me as far as, feeling like, oh, well, everybody's going to leave me. And hearing my therapist say, it was hard for him too. But just hearing him say, like, yeah, like, we got 5 months left, and then being like, fuck, dude. All that shit came up for me. Fuck, dude, of course my body's like, you're getting sentimental. Here comes some fucking nukes. Some nukes. I don't know, man. It does hurt, and it's also, I think maybe that's like the point of therapy. Not like to have them leave, but to, recreate some relationship models that were faulty in your life at a young age and recreate them in a healthy way. So it's like, here's this older man that has listened to me, that I've listened to, that cares about me and that I care about deeply. And we've known each other for a year and a half. So our relationship will total about, 2 years. And now, he's leaving too. And having to sort of accept, like, this isn't the same. This isn't the same thing as my mom leaving. The feelings are there because I haven't felt maybe the trauma of my mom leaving, but this isn't the same. This guy and I, like, he told me 5 months ahead of time, and so we've got 5 months to prepare, and he's also said it's against regulations for me to, like, take clients, but I'm gonna investigate, like, if that means that there's a time period in which I can't do it. So, like, he's giving me options too, and also I started crying, dude, when he told me, and he's like, dude, it's okay to cry. I'm sad too. I'm sure if he wasn't the therapist, he would have been crying. But you know, like if and when I cried as a child, because I don't even think that I cried. No, because when we went back to Mexico, I remember my mom came with us, and we brought like 2 extra bags of luggage with her. That was like one of the reasons that she was coming with us, right? It was always fucking practical reasons. And we got fucking stopped at the immigration thing because we had like 8 fucking suitcases for like a 2-week trip. I don't even know why we reported it that way because we were moving back, but anyway. I remember that when we said goodbye to her at the airport, when she left, she was crying. And this was, you know, every time we said goodbye at the airport from that point on, it was like, mom's going to cry, and my brother's not, but I'm going to stay with my brother. Mom's going to leave, and I'm going to be with my brother. And I looked up to my older brother. He was 4 years older than me, and I looked up to him, and I was like, all right, he's not crying. So if I cry, what does that mean? Right? And then my mom was like diminishing her cry. She was like, I'm just sad because of whatever. Like, she was sort of like playing it down because I guess she didn't want us to feel anything about it. But that's what I mean, is like those things that she protected us from feeling are the things that come up for me now. Is like, dude, I was fucking sad when I said goodbye to my mom at the airport every single fucking summer and sometimes Christmas, because I didn't know when I was going to see her again. And I knew that I was going to go back to living with my dad, and as much as I liked the freedom, I didn't like that there wasn't like accountability and there wasn't somebody that I could talk to, and it was hard, man. Like, my parents just protected us. In their mind, they protected us from feeling pain. But what that does to a kid is that it just stores, dude. You can't not feel pain. You know, it stays in there. You can't just like say, no, that pain doesn't, not today, pain. And so, yeah, man, I don't know. This just happened today, right, with my therapist. So I'm still wrapping my head around it. But it fucking blows, man. It does fucking blow, because he speaks Spanish too. And the way he broke it down is like, there are undergrads, there are masters, and then there are postmaster at the place that I go to. And he said he has to pick somebody to take over when he leaves. And he said, the one thing I'm going to tell them is, you know, damn, it's getting dark. The one thing I'm going to tell them is it can't be anything less than a postmaster. Because if it is, you're going to be doing therapy on them. That's what he said to me, dude. That's what my fucking therapist said to me. And that's the thing, dude. I fucking had it with this guy. Like, he was in his maybe like mid-50s, I think. A postmaster, dude. So he's got years of experience as far as life and then as far as education, too, in psychology. And he's got the heritage, too, Hispanic heritage. Like, it's tough, dude. And it's also like one of the only people that I feel like really gets it and really cares about my fucking life. So that's a tough pill to swallow. But it's getting fucking dark, man. And I don't have lighting here, so I don't want you guys to see the shitty quality. But thank you for listening to another episode of The Pupil's Life. Episode 52. It's been a year. If you've been here for a year, thank you even more. And if you're new, again, I love it. I hope you did too. Also, I am putting more videos out now that aren't just podcasts. So if you're a regular listener of this, wherever you listen to the podcast on, it really, really helps to get a rating or a subscription. Like, if you're on YouTube and you subscribe, that really helps. If you're on iTunes or Spotify and you could rate the podcast, that really helps. And if you don't want to do any of those two things, then fuck it. I understand, dude, and I'm happy to just have you here anyway. So I will see you next week, and thanks again for listening.